Hey guys, so we're going to do a spirit talk. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I have no clue how it's all going to come out. We're just going to play around. We're going to talk about it. And one of the things that's going on, I know there's a lot going on with TikTok, but there's one of the big things is different things going on with men and women, alpha males, feminism. We know the thing with Roe versus Wade. You know, we've got all that going on. The patriarchy and misogyny and all kinds of topics. And there's, I can understand, while I can't understand, some men kind of struggling with the change of this woman that's been emerging for decades probably, or even more. I can understand feeling maybe a little challenged with it. There's definitely we got the yin and yang struggle here. Women trying to rise, and here comes the alpha males and what they want, but there's been some interesting things that are being said, by males, and I'm not trying to bash them. I really am not. I want you guys to remember, I do have both a son and daughter, so I really try to be very level when it comes to, how I see, males, females, men, women, however you want to do it. And then, of course, we've got all kinds of different gender identities in the mix. But I'm mainly going to talk about, and this is not to exclude anyone here, okay? This is not, but just kind of some of the alpha male, masculine, feminine dynamics, why women standing in their power makes people, especially men, nervous. But there are also other men who are more secure in themselves, kind of speaking up and being understanding. It's all kinds of stuff going on. Now, this video, this is from a woman. I kind of look at it, she was kind of speaking about, women and kind of, I'm not saying she speaks for every single woman on the planet, of course. I couldn't possibly get one woman to do that for us here. But it's a good, video that kind of sums up how, where women are kind of coming to be when it comes to dealing with, say, the patriarchy, okay? And and women just kind of how they feel fed up. So if any males are happy to be watching, though I know my channel as well as my group is predominantly female, but this is for you. And if you are a woman, you may identify this with some of this here. And we'll kind of talk about a little bit about roles, evolving, and also, even me being a reader for, so many years, over 20, but just, reading women over time, and also even, spirituality, spiritual growth. Why is this particular path predominantly female, though not exclusive to it? And definitely, I do have, even, in my group, even my mod team, I do have, men, on my team, that are secure, in their masculinity. I know some people sometimes assume that if, a man is on this type of spiritual path, they're effeminate, which is completely wrong. That is certainly not the case. But let's look at it. Let's look at this, this announcement a woman did on TikTok. I thought it was well done, and kind of speaking a little of the frustration, especially women contending with the patriarchy, which we all know and love that, right?
Public service announcement. The reason that you worry about your weight, hair, makeup, your tone, why you apologize just for speaking, or for taking up space you're told to take up less of. Reason you always know who's walking behind you, why you guard your drink at bars, why you always watch your back at night. Reason you feel like you're too much but never quite enough. Reason you're told to give instead of take. Why you're told that selflessness is a virtue, but needing or expecting more makes you bitter, or angry, or difficult. Your interests are frivolous and girly, and why you often cry when you want to scream. Why physical or emotional strength is manly and unattractive. Why you listen instead of leave. Why you always move over because you're in the way. Why little girls grow up playing with Barbie dolls with waists so small they couldn't even fit internal organs inside of them. We grow up dreaming of marriage instead of meaning and self-fulfillment. The reason that the most beautiful women are always the quietest women, the least demanding, the most understanding. The reason you're told your body is a tool for another person's satisfaction instead of your own. The reason that giving of yourself is to slowly lose yourself. And why having it all usually requires abandoning yourself entirely. The reason that you cook and clean and make lists and juggle everything. You never have time for yourself. You never have time to sit and think about what you really want. And maybe that just maybe you deserve a lot more than you're getting, and you're giving a lot more than you should. That you're accepting the unacceptable, but you've always been told to do that. And you're not an outlier, you're just like most of the other women around you. The reason that women are told to sink instead of swim is the patriarchy. The reason women are taught to shrink instead of grow is the patriarchy. The reason that women are told to move instead of matter is the patriarchy. And the reason that women think this is all so normal is the patriarchy. So this public service announcement is to let women know that you can live whatever life you want to live, do whatever you want to do, and actually seek your own happiness as your baseline. You can recalibrate everything you think you're supposed to be and become what you actually want to be. If you're tolerating things from a man or a marriage that you don't want to tolerate, you don't have to do that anymore. You never had to do that. And you were never too picky, you were never too difficult, you were never too demanding, and you were never too much. The patriarchy has convinced you that the smaller you are, the more virtuous you become. And I'm here to tell you that that was never the truth. Public service.
Powerful, huh? Powerful. And that's just one TikTok. That's one TikTok, and it says a lot. It says a lot. Usually I'm on antibiotics. My nose is killing me. That says a lot. So there's women kind of speaking up, standing in their power, especially growing spiritually, growing on the spiritual path, evolving, past, these roles, and we've been struggling for a while. And one of the things that we see, especially with Roe getting overturned, which, of course, that's still being talked about and going on, and everything, with that, there's just so much. There's so much. Women are very overwhelmed, kind of fed up, and things. Definitely. There's so many things here. There's even one. I'm not sure if I remember this young lady, but I've seen her several TikToks. She does get a lot of likes. Let's see what, and I know she had a challenge in a breakup. Let's look at this one.
Y'all ain't gonna fuck with me after this, but what's new? The reason why women aren't rushing to the altar anymore is not because city girls are up by 10 or people just want to be outside. It's because of how embarrassing y'all make marriage look. There's more married men in my DMs than single men. What was the point? What was the point? For better or for worse means you get sick, baby, I got you. You lose your leg, honey, I got you. You lost your job, well, baby, you provided for this family for so long. Sit back, take a break, baby, I got it. Not you making a conscious decision to go fuck Felicia down the street. I didn't sign up for that. Now, before y'all attack me about what the hell I know about for better or for worse, I filed for divorce a couple years ago, and my life would have never looked the way that it looked now had I kept that ring. Marriage means nothing if you're disrespected and neglected. Marriage means nothing if you're hated, berated, or degraded. It just doesn't. I'll be the first to say that it is a piece of paper if the person you're committed to is not committed to you. So if you feel like these modern women need to go back to being wives, we will once you start respecting yours. But until then, we're going to be outside. Y'all ain't going to fuck with me after this, but what's new?
But the TikTok, women speaking up, standing their power, fed up. And so we've got this thing, there's alpha males, and I tried to find some of them, but, that are kind of getting on there. They want a woman who's feminine, who's soft, that they want to lead and all this. And there's so much going on. And then there's certain men kind of coming to the defense of women, and it's a lot. It's a lot going on, that people are expressing themselves. But I really do feel, as you can kind of see what's going on, that there are men out there that are getting nervous. But one of them, and I was trying to find it. I was trying super hard to find it. I know there's a bit of TikTok going around that's pretty big, that a lot of stitches are coming in. And, but basically, there was some man who's kind of feeling like, wow, there's so much expectation of us as men from women that we have to be so perfect, or you get rid of us or anything, and you go beyond your own. And it's like, oh honey, you the male gender has been trying to put us in cookie cutters to say you got to be this, you got to be that, to be lovable, attractive, and wanted and marryable and all that for a long time. And then say, there are cases, that men get a very devoted woman, and the story, ladies, and I know men, you probably just sit to the side and listen. Okay, so you got a woman, say young, you're in your 20s, you're your prime, you're beautiful, you're lovely, you're nice and skinny, maybe you're a size 4, maybe you're a size 6 and everything, and you love this man and you're going to give him the world, and he does ask you very, you're beautiful, you're looking good and everything, and you're sweet and you've been devoted, you go get married and everything, you have kids, then, maybe you're not a size 4, 6 anymore, you've had a couple kids. Maybe you like to walk around the house, maybe in sweats, and you just want to be comfortable because you got to take care of these kids all the time, and maybe you're working and things, and all of a sudden, oh, she's letting herself go. Really? Is she really letting herself go? Is she, did you expect her to put on, makeup all perfect every day, and she has to go to the gym and take care of the kids and work a job to help pay half the bills, and, just this thing of keeping this idolized perfect, like I said, your body's got to be perfect, so I'm hot for you all the time, okay, whatever it is, and stuff, and the cooking and everything, oh, everything should have been perfect, why is the house a mess, kids tearing it up, whatever it may be. And then sometimes these guys start, go looking for a little something. All of a sudden, these married men are getting on Tinder saying they're single. Looking for somebody, who's skinny and all that, and maybe doesn't have any kids, and the story. And this woman is sitting there and, has been a great mother, and she's doing her best and trying to manage it, and she's been self-sacrificing, and maybe she did give up her dreams for a while. I'm going to put off college a little bit, raise some kids. Maybe I'll go back to school in my 30s and so forth, while he's going on there, and I'll be supportive and take care of this here, pay half the bill so you could go pursue your dream. But all of a sudden, oh no, she let herself go. She put on some weight. She's not putting makeup on all the time. She ain't trying to be sexy for me anymore and stuff. When she goes to bed, she's not wearing sexy lingerie to be my temptress and, keep me sexually satisfied. She crashes, in a t-shirt and everything. She goes to sleep. Well, maybe she's tired, motherfucker, and maybe she's tired and stuff. But see, sometimes you're not appreciating everything that's been going on, what she's been doing for you, though. When you came home, somehow, even though she worked a job and she's been doing kids and all this stuff, she made sure you had food, right? And she's been devoted to you, keeping everything organized. Kids are doing good, they're learning well, they're speaking, they're writing their ABCs, they know how to read, all that stuff. She's got them dressed, clean, bathed, teeth brushed, healthy, taking them to doctor appointments and everything, making sure they got their shots and all this. It's something you don't think that's important, but no, she gotta look like a Victoria's Secret model too, right? Okay, so she's got a little bit of stretch marks, so she's got a little more to love, but she's got to be perfect. So yeah, women are getting fed up. Women are getting fed up with stuff, and they're like, and all of a sudden, oh, we got to be perfect. They don't stay if we give them a little bullshit. They're dumping us. They're going out living the best life. They're pursuing their dreams, Yeah, that's what women are doing. They're fed up. They have expectations. You show that narcissistic behavior, it gets tough. Now, I did talk to one of my young ladies that I sometimes met her. Some people have a very small group, but she's one that's been with me for a while. And I did talk to her, and I said, "Can I share your story? I'll leave off your name, okay? But I would like to kind of talk about this connection that you've been going through." And everything. And this is a little bit, how, I kind of mentor sometimes. I've, like I said, there's many over the years, just readings and things. And the way I'm seeing women evolve over time is changing. But, she's younger. She has children. She's working on her own self, her spiritual self, and trying to live her best life and everything. But there was a young man kind of came back into her life. So she's about late 20s. Came back in her life, and one of the things, he moved in. Okay, he moved in, and they're going to kind of work on connection, whatever. And he wasn't paying rent. He might have been contributing a little food. Maybe he had one of those food cards, right? And so he had a roof over his head, wasn't paying rent, wasn't contributed or anything, but he was getting fed. Probably little sex or something, whatever. But he's got a place to stay. But, he started getting kind of petty, arguing about stuff. She may ask him to do something, just like she could be an example. Today, groceries, can you help carrying the groceries? Got a little grumbly about it and everything, just certain things. And I'm just, starting little arguments, complaining about stuff, starting fights out of nowhere, various mental manipulation and things like that, just, going on. I mean, you're living in her roof. She's got kids to take care of, and you're being a kid, complaining about what? What you got to complain about? You got a roof over your head, you got food and everything. But he was, I don't know if he's trying to be the alpha male of the house. Either way, she kicked him out. So this is the thing. He's a freeloader. And they happen. But I asked her. I said, "Is it okay to kind of share the story?" But she got fed up. I was talking about it. I try not to force my opinion on people hard, but I guess I told you need to get rid of this ass clown. He's a freeloader. So, but she stood in her power. She kicked him out. She got him out. And I told her, I said, "You're lucky." Because sometimes, if somebody's been staying with you for a while, sometimes you got to evict them. I know even if they don't pay rent, they could start that crap like, say the police come to the door, right? Well, I live here. You got to legally evict them. You got to be careful, ladies. Be careful when you move in your house. It may seem like it's all cute and stuff to have somebody, with you. But, it's just like, Nana used to say, it's easy to move them in. It's hard to move them out. Okay, it really is. So you got to be careful. So anyway, kicked him out. And ever since then, he kind of pops up. And he sends real pathetic, text messages. And, oh, yeah, here's some that he sent. She sent me these. So, and she said it was okay to share. But like I said, I'm leaving off name. So this is his thing. He's trying to get back in. After he was complaining, he always had something to bitch about. Always something wrong with her. Always something wrong with the house. Maybe the kids, this, that. Even though we had free rent. Just love me. I want to do better. That's got to mean something. And then she said, you can do better without me. She's just shut down cold. I know I miss you and I still feel hurt. And I just let you down all around. I feel bad. I thought I didn't want to be with you, but I do. I do love you, and it's hard to deal with you because sometimes you're quiet or zone away. Oh, so it's hard to deal with you because you're quiet or zone away. Maybe she kind of sick of what you fucking have to say. I zoned out too. You sit here complaining and you don't contribute to the household. I zoned out too with what you got to fucking complain about, right? All of a sudden, it's your fault. It's hard to deal with you. You zone out. Okay, but I love you regardless. Oh, thank you. Thank you, kind sir. That even though I zoned out and I got an issue, I love you anyway. Is that fucking nice? Wow. Okay. I miss coming home to you. I didn't know it was your fucking home. I miss coming home to you in a good mood. If not you, then at least your kids would miss me. So basically, when you're in a good mood, I miss coming home. Where did you go? You never left. You didn't leave to go to go work. You were always there. When did you leave? This is, like I said, I know, that's why I asked if I could do this. Oh, but when you're in a good mood, I'm happy to be. Maybe somebody's not in a good mood because you ain't helpful and you always bitching about something. When you got a good thing, especially everybody know how much rent is nowadays, food, grocery bills. Okay, but he's got a free food card, right? He doesn't have to worry about nothing. I still want to call you my baby, my girlfriend. And she's just shutting down. I don't want a relationship with anyone right now. Can you blame her? and then there's more. I just love you. I'm hurting. I miss you. Okay. And then, yeah, I just want to cuddle and hold you. No, you want a roof over your head. You want security. You don't want to pay rent, motherfucker. We know. And I can't be in a relationship. I can't allow myself any sort of feelings, good or bad, either. I'm very detached, and really the energy. I see, that's one of the things, guys. It's one thing when you say something, say to text, whatever, energy. This is something I'm always very good at, sensing energy. And other people can too. This is for my own good. So basically, this is my own good. I do not want to be in a relationship. I'm so lost. Just you. I just want someone to devote love with me. Everyone leaves. Oh, dear God. Well, maybe everyone's leaving because it sounds like a personal problem, right? If everybody's leaving you, sometimes we got to check ourselves. That could it be, maybe, there's a reason, okay, that we got to examine. And then she said, heal your abandonment wounds. How would everyone does the same thing? Chang, by the way. Well, maybe everybody's doing it because you're freeloading and you're a taker. Okay, and then when they're finally fed up, you're begging to come back. You're going to start your crap up again if you're given a chance. And and this is the thing. People got to, walk the walk, not talk the talk. Actions speak louder than words. People can go in and talk all cute, I love you, all this stuff, but show me. And this is the way women are now. All that cute talk doesn't work anymore. You need to show with action. I want to make up. And then she just did a why. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Yeah, I get it. Maybe love, devotion. I do love you, damn it. And then I figure you love me to an extent. I still won't be available for relationships. I felt she's getting it. And I've been working with, it's more than that. I miss you so much. I still have the Sagittarius lighter you gave me. Don't want to use it because I don't want to throw it away. Wow, that's your keepsake. That's your keepsake, okay? You can keep it, keepsakes. And she just said that. That's funny. I want to keep you. I need you back. Okay. And everything. I can't. Why not? Because you already proved you're a freeloader. Once you get in, you're going to start the mental manipulation. You're going to be a crybaby and everything. It's, I tried until I couldn't try more. Absolutely. Absolutely. When we were discussing it, I know. I saw it. The other texts were a lot different. Okay. I need to see what was wrong. Motherfucking you. You could have worked on that when we were together and I wouldn't have left. Sad face with a tear. Okay, so, and I appreciate that, like I said, this is, she asked if I would, I asked her permission if I could kind of share some of that. We're fed up. We're fed up, and younger ladies as well, are getting, fed up and seeing past it. Seeing past it. When you hear and everything, and she's devoted and everything, and trying to help you and everything, work on things together, and you start your crap, and you start treating them bad, and then when they stand in their power, all of a sudden, it's, oh, I didn't see that coming. Okay, so things are changing, yes, on a very big scale. More and more and more that women are standing in their power. And yes, it's going to make some men nervous. So it's kind of a couple things here. I know the patriarchy is trying to teach women, and try to, and get them to, sit down, shut up, and whatever. It's definitely, happening, but that's just not going to happen. Women are standing in their power, and you got to meet them on their level, it's something. And it really should have been that way in the first place. Like I said, she marries you, she loves you, she's devoted, just like, the one young lady said, that divorced husband, I got you. You lose a leg, I got you. Everything. I'm going to be there for you. You're sick and everything, whatever, I'm with you. Hey, you start putting some weight, I got you. Just like even my son, God bless him, he's gained a little something. I don't see, his girlfriend, the mother, was complaining at all. I even kind of teased and asked about it. She's like, no, it's, she loves him no matter what, and everything. And he, and he's a real man. He always is respectful of her that I've ever seen and stuff. I'm sure they have their moments and stuff. The most little things sometimes, he complains she's got too many plants. She's got a lot of plants, and I'll just be, let her have her plants. Leave her alone. That's her thing. Don't complain about the plants. You got a great mother taking care of my grandkids. She does an amazing job. She's very supportive of you. Leave her alone about her plants. That's the worst I see. My son's secure in himself. He doesn't have any issues, like that. Thank God. Hopefully I raised him right. I hope he continues, and stuff. But, and now I want to say, though, let me just say, a couple things here. I'm giving kind of the one view, how a lot of women are starting to feel. I don't want you to think that there are good men out there. I've read for men who've had challenging relationships as well. So don't think it's and ladies, I think you need to understand that as well. I've read for men who their wives did them wrong. Okay, I've had that, and even when I met my catalyst at the beginning of the path, I feel like Spirit purposely had me meet a male catalyst, just that went through a hard experience, with their, what ended up being their ex-wife, in the thick of when they were in the thick of divorce. So I wouldn't, go to a total extreme, when it came to, men and everything, especially when I had gone through my own situation with my own ex. So I'm glad, I feel like still leveled me out to the sense that no, not all men are trying to be patriarchal alpha males, oppressive of women, do them wrong. Okay, and I am completely aware of that. And the more and more, like I said, even there are clients that I have that are men are not like that whatsoever. And people, that I met over the years, spiritual, especially, and even if they're not spiritual, not everyone is like that. Okay, so it's real important to know that. But even, when women are coming in and they're open in their heart, just saying, and they're wanting to, give that love and everything and be supportive and have that connection, with someone, and they, they're after a little bit, they start getting manipulated, start getting treated wrong, putting them down. Women are getting fed up, and they're going on, and it's like, I'm done, and it's about healing. It is what it's going to take and stuff. But, it is unfortunate because a lot of times the alpha males get the loudest voice. Just like we got Jordan Peterson. I know I got a little thing on him. He does seem to have a thing with the genitalia. And, there's a lot of men who are, they're just loving everything he has to say. They're loving a lot. Though sometimes I listen to him and I'll be like, what the hell is he saying? What the hell, Jordan Peterson? Well, I don't, and it's not that I can't understand. I know he likes to talk in a way that, that you think that, smart people, or what I should say, people that aren't as intelligent me won't understand me. I understand perfectly the things he says, but sometimes, he does like to try to say stuff to talk over people's heads. To look at intelligent is really a big thing, and being some kind of authority is a big thing with him. That's kind of his alpha male thing, being a spokesman, for the alpha male, and he, and sometimes he says some things that are okay. I'm not gonna say I don't disagree with every single thing Jordan P. What he says so much, and he's constantly talking, and he's constantly making videos, and he's constantly doing interviews, and he's Jesus. He's just constantly. He doesn't take a break. He doesn't shut up. But so yeah, sometimes he said, okay, I like what he says here. I like that. If it's something, maybe a spirituality. He likes Carl Jung. He likes Nietzsche. I can respect some of that. But sometimes he says real stupid crap about men, and I'll be like, God, he's so stereotypical and everything, and he I feel definitely there's things he says that aren't necessarily helping, the issue, as far as, you got to try to see, women, what's happening here, on the other side. We're not trying to be, crazy old feminists, trying to overpower and take over the world here. If that was the case, we would have taken over the world a long freaking time ago. Okay, we're women have always, we just want to be equal, we just want to be balanced. And so like I said, we would have took over the world a long damn time ago. Notice that really hasn't happened and stuff, because it's not, but a lot of it even is that conditioning, ladies, to be kind of by man's side and all this, and be supportive, like I said, patriarchy fed women for so long, to be, that marriage is ideal and having children is ideal, and being in that role. But the thing is, over time, as we women in this age observed our mothers, observed our grandmothers, one of the things we're trying to teach our daughters and trying to teach the young ladies out there Is ladies, it's all well and good if you want to get married, have kids, yes, but you always have a backup plan, always have your own money, always have an escape route, okay, always have something there, so if you want to get out of it, that you can, and that you're not having to start. Don't be too 100% trusting. In other words, always go in and everything, and we want to do that, but we want to be realistic. Sometimes these things fail, don't work out, things happen, and you may want to weigh. I mean, what is it, a 50-50 nowadays if marriages make it or not? So you got to have some kind of plan. Always have a little backup plan. Always have a little money put away in case you got to go on your own and make it. You don't want to get, don't be out of work for 10 years, and then when you're trying to get a job, you don't have a work history. Things like that. You got to have some kind of backup plan, or you're gonna have to start all the way over. And and we women, we are good at starting over. We do this all the time. Men have a hard time, but when we got to start over, start from scratch, we've done it so many times. We have built ourselves back up from disaster so many times. And it's hard. It's hard. But this is one of the things, trying to, with mini-me or whatever, always have a backup plan, always have something ready to go, because you never know what's going to happen. In the sense, we just got to, pray for the best that this lasts forever, and I hope it does. But you got to just be prepared. As we know, it's a 50-50 shot. You guys might wake up one day and look at each other and realize you can't stand each other. That's just the bottom line. That's the bottom line with relationships, that things happen. Or like I said, something happens, somebody cheats or whatever, and then you're like, oh, hell no, I can't have this. And you want to get out. Okay. And of course, abuse. Abuse is physical, mental, emotional, however you want to put it. Okay. Once you're there, absolutely. That's the thing. So many reasons. Always have a backup plan. You got to do it. You got to do it. That's just what it comes down to. And things I've kind of learned over the years, reading women, definitely that is a big one too. And just a lot of times there's things about, will we make it, this, that, will my marriage survive? There are times, is infidelity going on? There's so many different things, reasons, but always working, no matter what, some kind of healing process. That's always, spirit is always wanting to get whoever it is, no matter what, in a healing place. So when I kind of look at, even as I look at the spiritual path, this is, spiritual path, predominantly female, though not exclusively, I want to say that. It definitely, like this spirituality, why are many women getting away from, say, Christianity, or being a part of this whole patriarchal thing, that they're getting away from it and coming here, and finding their power and connecting to spirit on a much divine level, realizing the divine's always been within, and so forth. A lot of that is, because, it's because of those struggles, not treated, not respected, and everything. And women, have goals, dreams, there's things that they want to do. And they should be able to do it no matter what. They should be able to do it, and just like I said, say, parents try to, be a good wife, kids, this, that might be your dream, but that's not every woman's dream nowadays. That's a thing. And even, as many know, the birth rate was getting lower and lower in this country. And that's the thing. Not only women, but even families, it's not all about just having kids and doing this and that. This is not necessarily everybody's dream here, what they want to do. There's been a little controversy with that. What's his name? Andrew Tate, I know some of you may know I'm talking about. Some of you are like, who is he? Except, well, he's somebody who came. He was doing a whole lot of alpha male. I'm not even going to play any of his videos because, one, I don't want to affect my channel, and also because his he's worthless. But coming across a little beyond alpha male, definitely some very abusive type of things. We're going on misogyny, period. 100%, and he got pretty much wiped, off all social media. It's kind of a big thing, and it's and there were a lot of people, I don't even know who this is, but there are people who do know. Obviously, if he got wiped, it was like YouTube, Twitter, everybody took him off, and so that's I mean that's looking at that, because definitely I'm sure that maybe social media is like, we gotta stop feeding the machine, with this kind of stuff. But there's a whole controversy with that, and then you've got other alpha males trying to maybe support him, and weird things like that. But this was definitely, an extreme example. And not all men are like that, ladies. But there's definitely a lot of it is coming down. It's coming down to the wire for, men. You've got to understand, women are coming into power. And just like that one lady said, I will support you, I will love you, I will be there for you. They're ready. Women are ready to show that love. They would love that. Divine, masculine, feminine connection, all that. Don't think that women do not want relationships. I've been reading for all these years. I will, is future love coming, this, that. I even somebody in my inbox, where is my man? They want, women want love. Don't think they don't want love. But the thing to understand is that, as far as being some, demure, self-sacrificing, kind of woman, things are changing. Things are changing. There's a balance that needs to be there. If you start treating her wrong, you start to put her down, and you're starting to get petty. You start going, if you're hanging out with your friends all night, if you're cheating, obviously, they're not going to stick around anymore. So as far as you got to level up, you gotta show her that you are worth her investing her time, effort, energy, love, affection. If you want that, you've got to be somebody worth that. She's not gonna settle, anymore. Women are gonna stop settling. They're gonna maybe a chance here, chance there, and they're done, and they're finishing it up, and they're walking away. And that's a big thing. Like, I'll be doing readings, that 8 of Cups card, they're walking away. They put in that investment, and once they realize it's futile to give any more and stuff, they're walking away. So if men want a woman to stick around, and everything, and it's kind of funny because women, okay, you put on a little weight, you're getting a little soft, you're not all in shape, or whatever, or maybe, maybe you don't make a lot of money. Those things really, women, she does want you to have a job, don't get me wrong, okay, because she doesn't want you, kind of taking advantage, just like, obviously, though sometimes they take them in without a job, okay, just like I was saying. But just something that you could bring to the table, and now I could easily step back and say, for example, say it's, some men are like, women only want, money, or they only want, you're so wrong. Now, I know there's always to be, maybe there's some cute thing that she wants a sugar daddy, possibly, but that doesn't speak for your average woman here, okay, folks. Like I said, just treat, love, respect, to be there for her, to support her. Especially emotionally, spiritually, all that and everything. But still, does she want passion? Absolutely, she wants passion too. She's ready to be passionate with you, absolutely. But also, just like she supports your goals and dreams, she wants you to support hers. And she wants you, and she's not all about, forget about yourself, so you only focus on her and her needs and wants. Okay, she's not trying to be like that. She just wants, some kind of balance between the two. She'll support you, you support her. We're in it together. It's you and me against the world. That's what women, really, just want, that love, that respect, that you give her some time, some energy, that you realize, I warned as, I work, in the medical field, I talk to elderly couples all the time, and they're, and when you get up in age, okay, all of us, the looks, the appearance, we all are going to shrivel up. We're going to go gray. We're going to have health problems. We're going to, that's the way it is. And I'm telling you, especially men, but, the women, I'll tell you, the women seem to do better. If they have to be alone, they can handle it a lot better than the men. I tell you, because when I talk to those elderly couples, it's the women who are keeping everything in line. They're the doctor's appointments, this, that, making sure he's healthy, he's taking his medicine, all that, because he doesn't know what to do with himself. As up, he may have been, and maybe he was alpha male at one time. He was paying the bills, he's working hard, I'm sure he was. But you know what? When she is there to make sure, he's taken care of and everything, she's the one who keeps it all in order. Everything with the family. I'm telling you, more often than he does. Okay? More often. If you start you start getting Alzheimer's, whatever, it's real good if you've got a woman by your side till the end. So men, if you're not treating ladies right, one day you're not going to be young and cute forever. You're going to be that guy. And do you want to be alone? Okay, you've got to bring something to the table too. You got to bring something to the table too. And women are saying you got to level up, because we're coming in strong. We're coming in our power. We're paying our own bills. We're taking care of all things. And I know some people feel threatened, where other men are like, you know what? And see, that's the thing. There are those men that are like, that's great. Because there are also men that are like, I don't want a woman that's codependent, that needs me for everything, for every little thing. I want a woman that stands her power. There are men who find it actually attractive. And it's good a woman keeps you on your toes, that you never know, I better treat her right. I better, give her that love, respect, and everything. And of course, but there are those that do love a woman who stands in their power. They're not threatened whatsoever, and everything. And they're very supportive of it. She has hopes, dreams, goals, and they're supportive of it. So women don't think that men don't exist like that. They do. And they do. But when it comes to especially spirituality, the healing process, one of the things, even when I do that relationship read for that woman, I do a lot for women, but I've got the men too. But let's just say women, as I predominantly do it and everything. I always, though, even though I've made some strong statements, guys, okay, because like I said, I'm speaking to a lot of women, I know. I do really work hard to not look at that, okay, it's going to be a good girl and it's a bad guy situation. Okay, there are many cases it is, but that's not always the case. There are a lot of cases where it's both. It's both. Sometimes people be button heads. People are, they're having a hard time communicating and expressing themselves. I need to kind of see, eye to eye on things. And that's where, maybe therapy, counseling, having those good sit-down discussions and all that is really important. Relationships can be saved. A lot of it really communicating and really listening. Like, you got to hear what the other person is saying, take it in, but the other person, or when you speak, they got to be listening to you as well, and kind of working out whatever kind of little bits of differences. There's so much to learn in the relationship dynamic and everything, but we got to get past, these, this crazy, trying to be alpha male. What is this alpha male crap and stuff? When we talk about alphas, that's normally in the animal kingdom and all this, and I'm going to lead and a woman following. Okay. You're going to have a lot harder time finding that, my man. Okay, because women don't want to follow and everything. They're just, that's not, we should be walking side by side. We should be walking each other home. That's what Ram Dass says. We should be doing that. But, just like there are a lot of cases, guys, that they're, what can I take? And one of the things I've definitely learned just over time, with reading people, there are givers and there are takers. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line of what it comes down to. Those that are givers and those that are takers. Now, if you've got two givers together, they can make it work. But if you, that taker energy, that's the problem. That's one of the big problems and everything. So, and if men are coming in with an expectation that a woman's got to give, and all that, it's going to be a problem. Now, I even have, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I did put, just like, things they're saying in the church, guys. Things they're trying to tell women in the church. And I know you guys would think that this is unheard of, but let me show you. I know I got the video on here somewhere. Let me go find on my profile. That this is stupid stuff that even these pastors are saying in church. Let me see if I can find this guy. Give me a moment to scroll. It was a little bit ago. Hopefully I can find it quick. But they're saying stupid stuff. And of course, people getting called witches. This kind of, oh, they're witches. Okay, my friend, you know me so well, right? Okay, so let's kind of go and see what's going on. And there's another, maybe I'll find the other funny one. There was a cute one on TikTok that I had. Hold on one sec, I'll find it. It's somewhere in here. Come on. Okay, where is it? Oh, I love that one. Okay. Come on, where's that pastor? I know he in here. Oh, no, okay, we're going further down. Whew, I should have done a search, but that's okay. Hold on. But this, just stuff they're saying in church, they're saying some real ignorant things in church. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll just... It's got to be in there. Come on. Is this the one? Oh, no, that's Matt Gates. No, never mind. We don't have to worry about him. Hold on. See, I know you're going to want to see it now. So hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is the one. Let me get it blown up here. Hold on a minute. Yep, come on. Oh, it's not letting me get in. Are you serious? TikTok.
A wife and a mother one day. That's what I would like to be. Okay? Next.
Who's ready for some highlights from Pastor Bruce Mejia's guide on how to prepare young women for marriage?
Ladies, mature. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally. The goal should be, I want to be a wife and a mother one day. That's what I would like to be. Okay? Next one, learning submission. Learning how to submit. Okay? Prepare and understand that when you get married, this is your calling in life, is to submit to a husband. Okay? And this is actually a really important point because, you know, feminism has infiltrated so many churches and Christians. Sometimes women come to church already with that feminist mentality, and it has to be like kind of purged out. And so they need a renewing of their mind to or even just in your mind understanding that one day I'm going to submit to a husband and obey my husband because this is right in the sight of the Lord. Okay? What's another way for a woman to prepare maturity, learning submission? Cooking and cleaning. That's a good way. That's good preparation. Learning how to cook. Learning not to use the microwave. Cleaning. Learn how to clean. Okay? You should learn how to appropriately clean your house, how to wash dishes, how to clean laundry and fold laundry, how to keep the house, as the Bible puts it. Oh, I don't like this sermon. You know, I don't really agree with this. Then just say you don't agree with the Bible because this is what the Bible says. Practicing virtuous qualities, such as having a meek and quiet spirit. Okay? Well, no, I'm just, I kind of let it fly. I say it how it is. Oh, yeah, that's cool until you get married. Yeah, that sounds really rad and cool and all these things until you get married. I guarantee your husband's not going to appreciate that.
I forgot. I don't know who that was. I just had to laugh. I hadn't looked at that in a while. But see, no, this... I know some of you may look at that and be like, no, they're not really saying that in church. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay, this, and I'm glad he just laid it bare. He's speaking a lot of the attitude of, a lot of, like, say, the patriarchy, Christian males, that's what they want. And stuff, cook, clean, be meek, submissive, the Bible, and use the Bible against you, and stuff when I don't want to clean and stuff. I'm going for a promotion at work and everything. I gotta study up here. I gotta rest up and hold up the Bible. The Bible says in there you're supposed to clean the house. Except, do you want to go to hell, honey? Please. No, my friend, no. And you wonder why. You wonder why women are leaving the church. You wonder why women are done. Women are done with this. Spirit did not put us on this earth just to pump out babies, just to clean up after you, just to pick up your socks, wash your dirty drawers, and fold. Okay? Fold your stuff. Okay? You go from one mother to another. No, that's not what it's about. What are you, patriarchy, bringing me to the table? This is what women are saying. What am I getting out of this? Okay, what is in it for me? I'm taking care of the kids. I'm pumping out my whole body. I put my whole body into it to bring them. I'm raising them, doing this. I'm working too, paying the bills, and I'm keeping everything clean. What do I get out of it? And stuff, that Jesus will look very highly on you, sister of God. I mean, what the fuck? What do I get from you? What do you give me? Okay, what do you give me? Where is my thing out of it? And stuff. well, you started in the Garden of Eden, you kind of redeem yourself for your sin, attempting Adam. I mean, what does a woman get out of this? Okay, so women, are getting, they're stepping in their power, and they're not submitting to this. And let me see if I can find another one that I put. There was one that I put up that was pretty good. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it's worth the wait, isn't it? It's hysterical. It's ridiculous. It's hysterical. And yes, my friends, this is what church is, and this is why I don't go to church. And women that are watching don't go to church, and a lot of women are leaving church. They're tired of this, and they're just, what do I get out of this? Where is my, where is it for me? Tired of it. I'm trying to find. Let me see if I can find it. If it takes too long, we'll just go. I'll just go on here. But yeah, it's women stand in their power, speaking their truth. Oh, you speak up. Oh no, that's all well and good when you speak up until you get married. Then you can't talk anymore. That's what that MF is saying. You can speak up until you get married. That's not cool anymore. You can't do that. No, you don't talk anymore when you get married. Shut up, honey. Yeah, there was another one that's real good, but I'm not sure what I did with it. Hold on. I'll just scroll a little bit more, see if I can find it. It was a real good bid. Oh, man, I put some powerful. I'll tell you, TikTok, the one thing I like about it is seeing, people, speaking up and, saying some intelligent things. And, you really got to listen. Like I was talking to my teach and stuff the other day, and I'm like, I wish you'd get a TikTok. If you would see what the young people are saying, don't think that the young aren't hip, aren't paying attention. I have a lot of hope can change the world. I have a lot of hope, man. I don't know if I can find it. There was one video. It was real funny. Oh no, I found it. Oh God, this is a good one. This is the one, guys. Let me see if I can get to it.
Marriage.
This is the one. Hold on.
Marriage is a big ass.
It's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore.
Ooh, I got one. Marriage. Marriage is a big ass scam. It doesn't benefit the woman at all. All we do is take on more work and take on additional children, including the ones we birth and the one we married to. In addition to that, they expect us to do all of the housework, all of the children rearing, everything that they felt like their grandmothers and their mothers were doing or did do. And I gotta go to work. And I gotta pay bills. And I gotta do all kinds of other shit for his ass. No, marriage is the biggest fucking scam that's ever been pulled on a female. I tell all of y'all, stay the fuck away from that shit.
That's it. That's worth the wait. Yeah. I know. I love TikTok. It's got some good stuff. It's got some good stuff. But no, so what do I get out of it? Now, I'll tell you, I've never been married. I never, with my ex-father, my kids, we did the engagement. But I never, and I'm very glad I did not. Except just to go through the whole process of a divorce and lawyers and all that crap. I'm so glad. And just, as I'm kind of in my life here, there's no need to get married. I'm not, what am I going to do? Have more family? I have no desire to get married. I'm totally good with it. I'm totally good with that. Even my teach is not. He's been with his partner forever, and they never married. And sometimes I tease him, are you ever going to marry her? Or are you going to? But I see, why he's just, it's really not necessary. It's just not necessary anymore. And stuff. But they're going to be together forever. It's just a different thing. But so yes, ladies and stuff, and we're healing and growing. And this is one of the things definitely that comes across my reads. That spirit is trying to tell the ladies and stuff. Yes, you gotta put yourself first. You do have to put yourself first. This is a message coming from that I get, especially coming from the spirit and stuff. And I know other people go, oh no, Jesus said you put your husband and kids first, self-sacrifice, and you selfish bitch. No, spirit is saying no. It's never should have been that way. Women got to put themselves first, and this is the reason why, ladies. And it comes through the messages all the time. And so I always tell people, like, say I'm doing that reading, what you got, family, kids, whatever, even with your kids. And I know you say, what? But you should put your kids first. Ladies, this is what I always say. I said, I'm going to explain it to you. If you're in a plane and it is going down, what do they say? You put your oxygen mask on first. Then you put it on your kids, right? Then you put it on your family. And then you have a chance. If you start trying to put it on your kids first. If you pass out, what's going to happen to them? Now, let me put it this way. If you don't put yourself first, like, your own self-love, so, healing, support, whatever it may be, and stuff. If you become a shell of a woman, if you become depressed, falling apart with neuroses and mental, and all the various things, and everything, self-sacrifice, just, or putting up with, an abusive partner, and you say for the kids, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, various things, do this whole self-sacrificing martyring, and your joy, your happiness, and everything, the life is sucked out of you. What is that going to do to your kids? What is that? You can't hide your depression, your sadness, your brokenness from them. And that is not a good energy for them. So, but when you put yourself first, self-love, self-confidence, sense of self-worth, and you're nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, giving yourself self-care, and say if you are in a bad relationship, you know well and good that the kids should not see this. And you show them your power by saying, no, this is unacceptable. If whether boy or girl, little boy, girl, whatever it is, they need to see that no, these things and this connection is not good. I got to shield them, and get out of it. Step in power. That's also going to show that little girl one day that if she's ever in that position, she'll step out. And that'll also show that little boy who may have some issues, and we got to nurture that and everything. That no, and stuff. I need to love and respect. It just as I want my mother loved and respected, I want to be that way, to my wife or whatever one day, girlfriend. Okay, we have to show that. So yes, you have to put yourself first, ladies. You have to put yourself first. This is not a selfish thing. This is a misconception taught by our mothers, taught by our grandmothers in so many ways over time, that they, like I said, they put up with bad relationships, or they gave up their dreams, or whatever it may be. Whatever happens, okay, and they become like this shell of a person, and they got all these, all this trauma and this depression, and they're popping prescription pills, they're lined up on the dresser, where they start, sipping, sneaking a little something, a little bit of vodka, whatever it may be. You must put yourself first, okay? And I have talked to many women over time, the years, and I have corrected them. And when I corrected them hard, when I came at them hard, because I did the same thing. And so when I came at them hard, they were like, you're right. You're right. I'm full of shit. And this is the one thing. So many times I have read for women over the years who said one of the reasons they're trying to make a bad relationship work, be it abusive, narcissistic, whatever it may be, they would say, I'm staying for the kids. I'm trying to make it work for the kids. And this is where I correct them. Because they will say that whole self-sacrificing story in their head. But it's never true. And what I've told them, I said, that is, do not use your kids as an excuse. That is not true. What it is, the reason why you stay, is because you fear making it on your own. You fear standing in your power. Don't use them as the reason you stay. You know deep down in your core it's not true. That if you make that step out that door, what you have to go through. Because you've been told for a long time, you won't make it without me. Okay? Nobody will want you. Nobody will love you. You aren't worthy. You aren't good enough. All that stuff that women have dealt with. Maybe he's going out cheating. Maybe he comes home. Maybe he's always complaining. Always putting her down. Oh, you looking like hell. You gain weight. You fat. You this. Whatever it may be. Yelling at her for the kid. Treating her like crap. And she's trying to make it work. Trying to, for the kids, right? And I'll be like, no. No. You're afraid to detach from that. Stand in your power. Because you've been fed that you can't make it. You've fed that you're somehow a loser. That you're somehow a lost cause. That you will fail if you get out on your own. And all the other stuff. Oh, I'm going to take the kids. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And go through all that fear. There was one, a situation, one of my friends, and she's still, but she, in a connection, that was one of the things. If you leave, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to take the kids. And I said, okay, And this was a big thing. Oh, I'm afraid to leave. He's going to fight me. He's going to try to take the kids from me. Okay. And I said, okay, listen. I said, this is what we got to do here. I said, first of all, say he gets the kids. Okay. Say he gets custody. Okay. He'll probably be okay with them. He'll treat them right. You know, he probably won't necessarily abuse them or anything. And you stand on your power. You get a place. You get on your own. You see him when you can, whatever it is. I said, but the main thing that I'm saying, you'll survive, say if he did. Do not allow that threat to keep you there. You stand up to him and drop that fear. Okay, what's the worst that could happen? He takes kids. Okay, is your life over? No. Maybe he got custody. One day they're going to grow up, right? They're going to be their own people, right? That's okay. That's okay. Let go of that fear, that threat over your head that he's going to rip the kids from you. And I know nobody wants to go through that pain, and I completely understand that. But once that fear is squashed, and I'm like, you know what? He might say he gets custody, okay. It would be really terrible and it would be hard. But I'll get a place. I'll be on my own. I'll build my life, work my career, whatever. See my kids when I can, but I'll be free. I'll be free. And he can't control me anymore. He can't abuse me anymore. Verbally, emotionally, narcissist, whatever. You don't break in my spirit. I'll be free. And he won't have a hold over me anymore. He might have my kids to be right, but he won't have a hold over me anymore. And so he did that shit. And she said, okay, take him, go ahead. And he kind of cowered back. Wait a minute. She was like, okay, but I will fight you. Just so you know. She didn't know that. I will fight you. But I'm not afraid. I'm not going to fall for your stuff anymore. Trying to take my kids. I'm not afraid of you. And then all of a sudden, the balloon was deflated. And that's why I said that. Ladies, if you're in a bad thing, if you are, and stuff, don't let any kind of those threats that you can't make it, you can't do this, that, oh, no, and stuff, you gotta stand in your power, no matter what. And there are times over the years I've read, if somebody's in a situation like that, you are better off being in a cardboard box, living in a cardboard box, than putting up with that nightmare. You'll be so much happier. You'll be in a cardboard box, okay, once you overcome the fear of being in a cardboard box, or maybe sleeping in your car, whatever it is, but you're free. You're free. And you will rebuild, because women do rebuild every day, all the time. They are doing it right now. There are women in shelters right now, sleeping in their car right now. Maybe they had a little bit for a hotel, whatever it is. And they rebuild all the time. It is painful. It is messy. It is hard. And it's no fun to be broken. But it's a lot worse, okay, than to be in a situation where somebody is breaking your spirit every day. You don't want to wake up, some age and why didn't I get it? Why did I waste my time? Why did I, the kids will grow up one day, they'll have to deal with their own stuff, absolutely, But you got oxygen mask on first, okay, before you can put on your kids. Don't ever stay in a situation and try to tell you and trick yourself that you're doing it for the kids, because you're not. You're doing it because you're afraid to make it. You're afraid because you've been told whatever that you'll fail. And I'll tell you, you really won't. You won't, no matter what. Once you take out a step out that door, however messy it is, however bad whatever it may be, once you step one foot out that door, and you got the other foot to follow, you won right there. You won. And it's just a matter of just keep going and everything, and live. You gotta live for you first, and then you are a fully functional, healed, self-love, self-confidence, sense of self-worth human being with some spirit, working on the healing, all that, and you're going to be so much more a better example for the children, to help them, to be that guide, be that support that they need, that mother that they really need. Because if you are a broken shell of a woman, you can't. You will have nothing left to give them. And what will they do? What will they do? If you're going to be that guide, you must step into your power. You've got to put yourself first. You see what I'm saying, ladies? As I say that, so yes, women, see, that's the thing. Where men have always, I got to be in charge and on top. Women are like, we just want, a balance. That's usually when I've kind of observed over the years, just balance. And that's why women aren't trying to take over freaking world and rule every freaking thing. And so, but yes, preachers like that, we still got idiots like that. Okay? And yes, marriage is not as appealing anymore because we've seen our mothers and our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers and everything. And I'm not saying it's always bad, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of situations where it's not, where it's not good, where it's not healthy. And we're putting our mental health and our spiritual health and everything first. It's got to come first. Okay? I can say so much more. I can say so much more. Maybe I'll do part 2. I've already spent an hour on this. I hope you guys enjoyed my spirit talk.